Okay, moving right along. Now we move into the State House, and we've got District 3 with 5 candidates for 4 seats. We have District 7, 2 candidates for 1 seat. District 8, 2 candidates for 1 seat. District 9, 2 candidates, 1 seat. So we're going to start with District 3, and we've got 5 people. Kenneth DeShays, Don Flanders, Bob Kingsbury, Bob Luther, and Frank Tilton. And I guess, is Kenneth DeShays, has he shown up here this evening? Okay, we'll start with Don Flanders. Is Don here? Yep, okay. Hi, Don. All right. 2 minutes.
I want to welcome all of you to Top of the Town, one of the gems of the Lakes region. If you haven't been here before, please keep on coming up here. It's a great place to come and eat. My name is Don Flanders. I'm from Laconia. I own and operate the Vice Insurance Agency. I currently serve as chairperson of the Insurance Division of the Commerce Committee. I've been serving here now since, can you hear me now? Okay, we'll try. Better. I've been serving here since 1980. I wish I feel like, boy, am I not quite that old. I feel that way sometimes. But I have been serving on the Commerce Committee since I was elected in 1980. I consider myself a volunteer legislator serving in a volunteer legislature. I'm volunteered in a number of organizations, and I volunteered for this to run for this position back in 1999, and I've been serving in that position ever since. My position is I am a conservative fiscal Republican. I'm available to talk with any of my people anytime they want to talk with me. I'm going to be I'm a graduate of Bentley College. I'm a former assistant mayor pro tem of Laconia and served in city council during the time we transferred from a mayor form of government to the current city manager situation. Currently also serve on the Laconia Trustees of Trust Fund and on Laconia Airport Authority. I'm here as a volunteer. If I get elected, I will serve as a volunteer, and I'm willing to listen to anybody that wants to talk to me in their position. I don't consider myself a politician. I consider myself a business person. And if I'm elected, will serve, and I'm not elected, I will serve the people that are. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Don, if you'd like to grab a seat over here, because I'm going to want everybody to stay up here, okay? And we'll get everyone up here, and then we'll take one question. Next speaker is going to be Bob Kingsbury. Bob, there you are.
Thank you, Alan. Good evening, everybody. It's great to see all of you here. So, of the things that representatives can do and can be, my opinion on sales and income taxes are the worst form of taxation ever invented, and we should never have them in New Hampshire. I see the problems here in society. I worked at Walmart for 4 years just a short time ago, and I worked with these people who are making $10 an hour and working 2 40-hour jobs for the men, and the wife is working another 40-hour job. They're strapped out. And the reason for it are the constitutional violations that both the U.S. Congress and the House of Legislature in New Hampshire have been making. So correcting the violations and avoiding future violations is perhaps my second plank. Perhaps my third plank is I care about the people that are too small to care about. That's it.
Thank you, Bob. Okay, next person will be Bob Luther. I'd like to point out that Don Flanders, Bob Kingsbury, Bob Luther, and Frank Tilton are currently state representatives, and so they're incumbents running for re-election.
Right. I'm Bob Luther, and I represent Laconia. And I want to tell you, if I get re-elected, I'm going back to do exactly what we did before. And if I don't get re-elected, and the Democrat gets re-elected in my place, or gets elected in my place, he will be happy to undo everything that we did. So I would expect your support. If you think we did a good job, and I think we did, so that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Bob. Frank? Frank Tilton was the last chairman of Belknap County, and I'd like to thank him again for his support.
Thanks, Alan, and I would echo what Neil said. You're doing a great job, and appreciate it. And this particular forum is ideal, and I appreciate you getting it together. Appreciate everybody coming. So, speaking to those folks in Laconia, I certainly am asking you for your vote. I have been in the House for 3 terms, 6 years. I'm your prototype Republican. I believe in everything on the platform. I won't go into all the detail. You can check my voting record. I think we did a great job this year. And I expect better in the coming term for one big reason. We're going to retain our majorities in the House and the Senate, but we're going to have a Republican governor, so we aren't going to have this veto game. Because we did end up, we probably overrode about 60% of the vetoes, but the other 40% were good bills, and we lost them because we couldn't muster all Republicans. With Republican governor, we just aren't going to have the vetoes to start with. I'm a native Laconian, did leave for 35 years for military duty. Came back and was city DPW, city engineer for 10 years. A lot of engineering background. One particular thing that I have that's good for the area of Laconia is I'm on the Public Works and Highway Committee. That is a committee that runs the capital budget and also the 10-year highway plan. Most of the committees are very heavy Southern. We made some great strides, and I'm the voice for the Lakes region on the capital budget, and it was because of my initiatives and that we were able to get 2 major projects, the Hewitt Center, and 3 years ago or 5 years ago the District Court renovation. Now, before you think I'm a big spender, at the same time I found projects that were in the governor's proposed budget for equal value and eliminated them. Got the committee to eliminate them. We had our spending cap. We knew what it was. We met with the treasurer. We kept it. So that's very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, I'd like any written questions that people might have, please send them forward, because we're only going to be doing one question, and we'll draw it at random. No other questions? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, seeing that all of these people are incumbent candidates, this question will work. If the other candidate, Kenneth Deshays, were here, then we wouldn't be able to do this because it wouldn't apply to him. How many of you voted for right to work? Actually, it's, and if not, why not? So I'm going to ask you each just to come up for a moment here and speak to that. Speak.
Yes, I voted for right to work.
Don?
I've always voted for the right to work.
I did not. I was buried by a phone, bunch of people calling me on the phone and writing emails, and I actually believed that they were my constituents. As it turns out, they weren't, so I did not. I voted against the right to work, but then when it came up for the override the veto, I voted to override the veto. Because you can make a mistake once, I guess.
Okay, Frank?
Definitely, I voted several times every time it came up, and this time we won't have to worry about that veto that we didn't. That's one of the few we didn't override, but I suspect that'll be top of the agenda this time around.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen.
GrokTV.